Good evening, everyone. This is the Southern Hellenic. I'm back with another video, so I hope all of you have been having a great, had a great week last week, so I'm back with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about offerings to Catholic deities compared to offerings to Olympians, and I don't believe I did a video about this. I have a lot of videos that I uploaded. I gotta actually go back and see how many videos I actually uploaded. When we talk about Catholic deities and Olympians, people have to understand there's a really big difference between these two groups of deities. Now, there are some Olympians who have Catholic aspects. And these are just, they are titles that indicate that they have a underworld aspect. Like, I think Zeus has one. Now, Hermes is both a Catholic deity and an Olympian, but mainly he's regarded as an Olympian and not as a Catholic deity. So the reason Hermes is both an Olympian and a Catholic deity is because Hermes is not just the messenger of the gods, but he also leads the souls to the underworld. There's a painting of him basically helping Persephone, who becomes Core, back to the land of the living, sunshine and flowers and all that jazz. Hades is purely a Catholic deity, and so is, of course, now Persephone is a Catholic deity as well because of her title as Queen of the Underworld. And then you have, of course, Hecate, who is a Catholic deity as well. She's also a Titaness. So, in ancient times, you had the high altar, and when I'm talking about high altar, I'm not talking about the altars that you see in people's rooms or people's houses. We're talking about, now this, before I continue, I want to say something about altars compared to like Greek and Roman. Roman altars were inside, Greek altars were outside. There's actually a scene talking about Constantine, and the altar was inside of this temple, and he refused to give a sacrifice to, I forgot what day, I don't even know what the deity it was. So that was his independent choice to not give a sacrifice to whatever deity it was that the animal was supposed to go to. But anyways, so the only exception to outdoor altars was the temple of Zeus at Olympus. There's a picture of, there's like the big statue, which was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and there was this altar that was in front of him, and it was made literally of ashes, and the altar was somewhere under all those ashes, but this was the remains of like thousands upon thousands of sacrifices, and it was inside the temple. So when we talk about high altars, we're talking about altars that were definitely higher than you would think an altar would be. It wasn't super high, but it was definitely higher up, and this is where sacrifices were given. Let's see here, for example, is in Egyptian religion, the altar was inside of the temple, and they use incense, of course, to cover up the smell of blood, and also as an offering to the gods. So when we talk about altars to to Olympians, it's always an altar that is high above, and sacrifices are given, and of course blood is drained, and then what happens is the entrails are checked to see if the particular god or goddess had accepted it, and if it was good, then the animal was sacrificed with portions of it going to the people. We know a lot about the Hellenic dietary rules from, sure enough, from the Christians, and they were preserved. So we know a lot about their dietary, what they ate. Because Christians were overly obsessed over what pagans were doing. Catholic altars, or places where Catholic deities are sacrificed to, is very different than the Olympian ones. So for instance, if you are offering a libation to, say, Hermes as a Catholic deity, you would pour the libation into what is known as a pit. Now, I don't know the Greek name for it, but it's a pit. Pigs were offered to Demeter, and they were thrown into a pit. I think this might be the Catholic aspect of Demeter. I don't know. I don't know why the pigs were thrown into the pit, but they were thrown in the pit. So, like libations, sacrifices, anything that dealt with underworld deities were thrown into the pit. And so that was what they did. Catholic deities did not get the same kind of treatment as Olympian deities. So for instance, is like outside of my door, I don't have a pit. What I actually just do is I just pour the libation right directly onto the ground, and it's always it's always a returning libation to the goddess Gaia. I am going to, however, make on my next day off, which will be Thursday, I'm actually going to make a small indention into the ground, and I'm going to pour out libations, and I'm also going to put food in there as well. Food that I know won't kill like birds or anything like that, but still still do that. But Catholic and Olympians are, like I said, are two different groups of deities, but they all have an important role in how everything functions in the cosmos. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and please comment down below. I would really appreciate it, and everything. So until next time, may you be happy, healthy, most importantly be safe, and hail to the gods. Bye.